Hello, Commanders, and welcome to another episode of Crusader Kings 3, a Game of Thrones mod, playing as Lord Belaevion Belaerys of Drillwater Island. So, last episode, we have gotten so many kids I don't know what to do with, but we have Visenya, we have Amoris, who are betrothed to each other, and I'm going to keep this betrothal because that most Targaryens, or not even Targaryens, but Valyrians, their religion always said, as tradition, was to marry the firstborn son with the firstborn daughter. So I'm going to keep them two, even though she doesn't have a really good congenital trait, but that's okay, because the other sons and daughters' children should. Other than that, we also have Eramoris, who are betrothed to each other. Pyrrha is now betrothed to Asher. So Asher's 2, she's 5. I think that works out. They both have a good congenital trait. He's comely, she is pretty. Well, we also have Alysain, who is betrothed to Victorious, and she is comely and he is comely, so they should have a nice comely child. And then finally we have Andraka, who is our most recent child, who has not have a spouse yet, but who knows, maybe the firstborns might have a son and or a daughter, so who knows what might happen with them. But I'm super excited to get into it. Since last episode, there has been a few comments about colonizing Valyria, and now I figured out a way. Apparently, if you go to the Activities tab, and down over here, there is Hike, which I didn't know that was a thing. We have Inspection, didn't know that was a thing. Claims and Offer Vassalization Acceptance. Interesting. We also have Monument Expedition. So, set out for an expedition to a special building, searching for knowledge and self-improvement. That would be incredible. I do not have the Journey perk, interestingly enough. But here it is. We have Valyrian Colonization Expedition for 25 gold? That is absolutely insane. Anticipated rewards is Ruined Province, which would be amazing. Dragon Eggs, which would be amazing. And Valyrian Artifacts, which would be amazing. So I do need more Valyrian artifact names. I think I have them from last episode as well, but I probably need more. So put them down in the comments if you have any Valyrian name suggestions, Valyrian steel name suggestions, or Valyrian weapons, as well as we can do Ruin Restoration, which I was looking over here, and we have this big old province right here, which is Valyria. This is Valyria itself, so we have the province of Palmyra, Valyros. We have province of Karza, Vizartan, and Ruvegon. As well as there's this other province over here, the province of Vezov Kelbar, which this is a nice little... I'm not sure if that's an actual dragon on top, or what's going on. Maybe that's... yeah, that looks like it's supposed to be a dragon that's on top of that. Pretty interesting. And also, if you know the lore of the new... Ooh, what is all this? Impassable terrain. Okay, that's fine. If there's some lore from the Fire and Blood book where one of the daughters of... I want to say either... One of the daughters from one of the kings before Jaehaerys, but after Aegon, there was a daughter that was really fed up with her mom, and she wanted to kind of rebel against her. I forgot what their names were. I couldn't tell you. I'll probably add them to the video later. But so there was this daughter that stayed on Dragonstone, and she was kind of a wild child. So instead, she decides to go into the Dragon Pit, claims Belaevion, the Dread, and then pretty much flies with him immediately from taking it. She's like 6, 7, or 10 years old or something like that. She has no dragon experience, so what happens? Belaevion takes her up and flies away. I believe they were gone for about a year, or 6 months, 6 months, a year, something like that, and nobody knew where she went. The assumption is that they went back to Valyria and fought and got into something, and when she arrived, she had this awful illness with like eels in her skin, and she was burnt to a crisp. She was so hot that when she was put into an ice bath, she immediately died. So more than likely, that Belaevion then came back with a big old gash on the side of his belly, which was like bigger than any other dragon could do to him. Belaerion's like the biggest dragon at the time. So that's very interesting that this could be the dragon that he fought. Maybe they went back here. Maybe he went back to Old Valyria, because Belaevion was alive when Valyria was a thing. So Maybe, maybe not. But I'm super excited to get into this episode. Nevertheless, little tidbit for today. We could ride in Calagon again, but what I think we're going to do very first is do this Valyrian colonization expedition. So Valyria, once the seat of the world's greatest civilization, now lies as an ancient land of smoldering ruins. However, it doesn't have to stay that way. With determination, we can reclaim the peninsula, and who knows, maybe we'll uncover treasures long believed to be lost. Wouldn't that be something? So plan Valyrian colonization expedition. Where shall we go to? Probably Valyria. I think the first one we're going to do is probably Valyria itself. So what's the big temple? This one cannot be used on provinces in this region. Is there another place we can go to? No, over there is a little too far. Maybe over here to start off. So locations you can pick from are displayed on the map. Activity colonization. Where can we go? What does it say? This province? Displayed, you can only the region of Valyria. This is Valyria. Is this not Valyria? Because we started the game a little late? Ooh, there's another little dragon stone over here. Is it because that we started this mid-campaign? No, you're kidding. Let me take a look. Let's do some digging here, shall we? Ruin restoration. Ooh, look at Harrenhal. Holy scheisse. That's not how big Harrenhal was. That's not how big. That's like a superstructure of some sort. Valyrios is not your top realm. Okay. So let me know down in the comments what's going on here. I'm thinking that it could be because that we started this kind of midway through, that now this doesn't pick up as Valyrian. Like if we go to, we couldn't find an expedition to Old Valyria. That's still there. Let's double check this. Is it because it takes this land from something else like this? Like, because these are Northmen from way over here. That's probably where it takes, like, the land and the information from. So maybe we can't do that because we started mid-campaign. I don't know. Let me know down in the comments what you think about this, how we should do this, because this is a... This would be very frustrating if that's the case. Because then we'll just have to start another series, eventually, where we do conquer Valyria. It's a little dumb. Yeah, so let me know down in the comments what you think, what we should do. Ooh, there's another little province over here. Wow. Check this out, huh? So it says, can only be used on provinces in the region of Valyria. So select a location for your Valyrian colonization expedition. And it doesn't look like there's any spaces over here. Can we go down here? No. Yeah, so let me know down in the comments what you think and how we should go around doing this. I might have to look this up myself. So maybe we'll find that out next episode. But nevertheless, let's continue on playing this campaign. A scheme at court. The spy master is coming to me with a discovery. He is certain that my courtier Warren is scheming against my courtier Nerissa. Let this traitor be known to all. Warren, you are our maester, and you're shrewd. Throw him in jail. Throw him in jail. Nobody kills anybody. Not in my land. I accept your marriage proposal, Damon and Ashara. Ooh, also, I forgot to mention, we have Damon Viperion. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a new house. It is Damon Viperion. He is not landed currently, but he will be in the future. So I'm super excited to welcome him. I also married him to a Lysini woman with the trait Hail. That's why I picked her, is because she has the trait Hail. So maybe that their kids can have the Hail trait and become as great of a fighter as Daemon Viperion is. And his motto is, "We strike from the sands." So also one of the other suggestions that I saw is that since we're in Dorne, maybe we should have some Dornish names. So if you want to do any Dornish name suggestions, put them down in the comments. I would love to hear them and add them to our list. Or maybe even like Targaryen Dornish names combined, you know? I don't know. So yeah, think of those and put them down in the comments. Send a Maester from the Citadel. I think we shall. Send a Raven. Awesome. So let's continue on. Let's declare some wars, shall we? A Maester I sent from the Citadel of Drillwater, some Marcher by the name of Donnell. Ooh, he's great. He's great. Good. Yeah, good. We'll take him. Awesome. So 96 gold. I'm really upset about this. Oh. Well, we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out before the next episode. Maybe if I can't, I can't. I'll take off the mod, but if we can, then I sure will. Hurry, my liege. We have to hear this. The wet nurse Laura rushes me into the Cern's chamber. Laura points to Victorious in excitement, so I lean towards him and listen. Papa? Papa? What else can you say? How delightful. What else can you say? He gains some stress, but he increases his learning, which could be good. Yeah, let's increase his learning. Give him some stress. What else can he say? Say mama. Say papa. Say the ashes of the wake will destroy all. I don't know. Maybe that's what he says. His first ever words. That'll be a creepy child if something like that happens. So, of course, the accolades do not have any successors, but we'll have to figure that out. Or did we claim this? No, we did not, because we are out of gold. Ooh, one of the other suggestions, speaking of gold, I gotta try to remember everything all at the same time. We do have Commander's Mace. We'll put that on, sure. But one of the things that we have are some eggs that are useless to us. And one way we can get, not an antiquarian, but we are going to the throne room. No, his, whatever happened to those eggs? I'm guessing they're probably, maybe the kids still have them. Asher had one of them. No? What? All right, let me look at these eggs real quick. Not the encyclopedia. I'm just clicking. I'm just clicking everywhere today. I want to go to find artifact. Oh, maybe that's a mod that I had on. So maybe if I go to, we go to decisions, go all the way down at the bottom, manage realm, dragons, summon a servant, show me all the dragon eggs. So the frost dragon egg is okay. Was laid by Calagon, and that's okay. The tan dragon egg appears to be petrified, and it looks like we own it. So we'll have to find that dragon egg. Looks like we have it. But it doesn't look like we do. So it's the tan dragon egg that is messed up, petrified, and the gold dragon egg that's petrified. Ooh, Princess Miguel, the she-dragon of the Iron Throne, has the crimson gold. Ametrine, wow, Vagon has dragon. He should be a maester. He shouldn't have any dragon egg, interestingly enough. Orange and primrose dragon eggs, that is all. Okay, so we need to find where the hell these dragon eggs are. Maybe they're supposed to be in the court. Nevertheless, I think we should ride in Calagon real quick. And Calagon purrs with anticipation as I climb into her saddle. The connection with her is something I feel nowhere else, and with an unspoken command, we are airborne. And Calagon roars in approval as I put the reins back, driving her higher and higher. We climb as if pulled upwards by the gods themselves, and then break into silence. The only sound is the wind rushing over wings. Up here above the clouds from the sun on my face, I am free, free of duty, free of worry, and free of all earthly burdens. I feel what I know every dragon rider has felt, the keen desire to keep flying beyond the known world, endlessly chasing the horizon. So we could actually practice some maneuverability, but I kind of really want to get the dragon bond up quite a bit. So this is just 2, and we'll lower more stress, less stress, more dragon bond. Lead the way in Calagon. Take me to Valyria. Take me to Valyria. Let's fight some random big dragon. Recruit court positions. Invite some people. So we could do an activity, like visit a university to gain some extra skills, but the skills that we would get is probably something martial related. So I'm not sure if that's absolutely necessary. An inspection. You do not have an inspection perk. Monument expedition. You do not have the journey perk. Colonize Valyria. I'm so upset by that. Alright, I think that's good for now. So yeah, let me know if you know anything about that. I'm going to probably look some stuff up in between episodes, so maybe I might be able to figure that out. But yes, I think one of the things that we need to do is start expanding a wee bit. We could go for Sweetwater, take it from, and get this duchy title. I think we shall. I wonder if we could just claim the duchy outright. No, we can't. No, it doesn't look like it. Or what if we do this? Claimants? That guy? I know there's a way to just claim a title, right? Should we murder him? Who would it go to? Gerald of Sour Market. So it'll go to the Sour Markets if we kill him. And then Lord Rufus of Lemonwood is the son. And then after him, who would it go to? It would go to Daziel the Feral Dalt. Looks like the brother of Lady Lara, which we're nowhere near in line of succession for. So let's go take Sweetwater, then we'll take Lemonwood, and then we will have the duchy title. So let's continue on, make some minuscule amounts of gold. Our accolades are looking good. We could pay homage. I don't think we will. We're not going to pay homage to anybody. Nobody. We're not paying homage to nobody. Divine marriage, adaptive, esoteric, astrology, and pursuit of power. The sins are loyal. Interesting enough. Disloyal is a virtue. That's kind of backwards, don't you think? Yeah, we really like disloyal people. And Calagon is growing. Fertile, so maybe she will have more eggs. And she's also a tyrannic leviathan. Children as Murazond. Ugly looking dragon at the moment. But maybe they'll grow into something far greater in the future. So awesome. So areas of expansion. So maybe if we figure out the whole Valyrian thing, we could expand into Essos and then take the Iron Throne. Maybe. Now all these kids I would want to seduce as much as I can. Ooh, who is she married to? Castos of Blackmont. Where are you located? Where are you located? Blackmont is a Dornish person. Why is she married to the Dorn? A Dornish person. She doesn't have a dragon, does she? No. Her friends are Braxton Beesbury, Jonah Mooton, the Red Roy Connington of Nestridge, Pyriane Morn, and Alice Sweetberry of Longbolt. Yes, that's in the books that she was really good friends with them. Like, really good friends. I don't want to get into the lore of that a little bit too much, but, yeah, things happen. Things happen. Naughty things. Oh. We need to designate a guardian for Pyrrha. That should be... She's going down the intrigue trait. So who's the best intrigue character? Actually, we're not bad, but I think we'll get with Adela here. Why don't you train her to be a proper intrigue-focused character? We have so many kids. I wonder if we'll have any more. Let's take a look at our wives. Ooh, somebody suggested that we actually give the second wives to our children, but I don't think we can do that. They have to be old enough, and then they'll take on second wives. So, just so you know. Lady Alora, she's our wet nurse. And then Lady Mayla here. They're both lowborn, but that's okay. How's our legitimacy? We're as expected. So that's good. We're back up to normal legitimacy. That's because of the wars that we won. Created the loyalist faction against Prince Moors. We should probably marry into the Dornish if possible. Gerald, Ursula, Adrienne, and Willa Dane. Who has this Dawn? Yeah, so looks like Bright Star of Torrentine is Ulrich. So we'll have to figure something like that out. Oh, speaking of Lord Ulrich, he is hosting a feast. You know what? Because I want to get closer with the Danes, they look very similar to us, and I find that interesting. right? Maybe we should go visit this feast. I hereby invite you to the feast, the castle of Starfall. I would love to visit the castle. Let's join his feast. We'll be traveling through all of this dangerous terrain and eventually getting to Starfall. Look at Starfall. Beautiful city. Is there any places that we should stop and visit along the way? I mean, we're gonna ride in Calagon. We're gonna make a grand entrance. So maybe we should actually make a little pit stop after Starfall and visit here. Then after the Citadel, we'll get some dragon lore and visit the burning fields. Then after, we'll go and visit Harrenhal is completely messed up. That is completely messed up. I thought that was just part of like the little thing, but that's not Harrenhal. Imagine. Yeah, it looks like the mods kind of messed up a bit, adding them halfway through. But that's okay. You know, we'll kind of ignore that for now. Just Harrenhal is a big old castle. Maybe in this in this extended universe, maybe Harrenhal was that size, and and Aegon burned down a place that's the size of like a small, you know, it's like the size of Florida. We're gonna visit Dragonstone as well. And you know what? While we're at it, let's visit King's Landing. Oh, this one isn't dragon lore, interestingly enough. So we'll do that all after we visit that. We don't really need a caravan master. There's 0 places of that are dangerous to us. So we're gonna fly. We're going to take our dragon. My fellow vassal, Lord Ulrich, is hosting a banquet in Starfall, and time has come for us to depart. My feast is in honor of Lord Manfrey, a truly remarkable human, being whom deserves a additional reverence. I do look forward to taking the wine of the Starfall region, as well as enjoying the local cuisine. I cannot wait. A pity that my people can't come with me, but I am flying by myself. Maybe my wife is there with me, or maybe one of my 2 kids. Maybe Aramoris, and Pyrrha, and maybe the other firstborn. What's her name again? Visenya. How could I forget Visenya? What? We're just leaving? All right, you are traveling. Ooh, what? What the? Oh, here we are. We actually landed. Okay. The servants run across the halls, bringing the final decorations. Some of the guests are yet to arrive, and I indulge myself with delicious drink of the fire. Oh, I seem to have spotted some fresh quail already. We surely have a lovely time ahead of us. I'm super excited. I'm sure it's going to be a grand ole Opry. I think we're going to go for mischief, seduce, befriend. Is there anybody here that I would want to befriend? Ulrich would be nice. Is there any other? Banfrey the Honest. Let's take a look. Nobody major. I wonder if the Vulture is here. I don't even think the Vulture is here. They should be like a peasant person. Terramend of Salt Shore. I don't think we're gonna. We could make friends with Prince Morris, but he doesn't really like us. You know what? Let's go for Bright Star. Let's go for Ulrich. How old is he? 45? Or we can murder. We're not really the murder type. We're authoritarian, brave. Mischief we wouldn't really cause. Ooh, seduce. We are a seducing character. We're not going to seduce him, though. Mistress Nisa? No, none of these seem like... Yeah, a hunchback, we're not going to... A wounded woman? No. A glutton? Perhaps not. Ooh, another seductress, but she does have fornicator trait, which she could get lover's pox. Plus, she's like 62. Ooh, love this. House Mercer. 44, though. Nah, looks like we're not. We're gonna befriend. We're gonna befriend Ulrich on this one. Awesome, let's continue on. Nope, not many seduction opportunities at the at Starfall. Is that us? Look at us go, huh? Ugly looking character. Awesome. Let's continue on, see what happens. Every guest is gathered in the Great Hall, and our gracious host, Lord Ulrich, has welcomed us to the feast. I look forward to this. I surely do. The rumors have been circulating around Lord Daniel wanting to curry favor with Prince Mors. are confirmed as he hands him a gift. My dearest liege, it's so lovely to see you. Knowing that we'd meet here, I brought you this marvelous pelt as a token of my appreciation. Prince Morris grins as he studies the animal hide. Seeing how happy he is from receiving a gift, I realize I'm at risk of missing this opportunity to improve my standing with him as well. Declare a toast to Prince Morris. Spill your drink on the gifted pelt and claim it was an accident. No need to rush, I think of something. I declare a toast to Prince Morris. My liege, I have a gift for you. Or maybe we just don't care about him. We have no respect for the Dornish. No need to rush, I'll think of something. Spill your drink on the gifted club and claim it was an accident. I think we will. An intrigue challenge. Whoops, I spilt the drink. Sorry. Complete accident. Sorry for the gifted pelt. I know what I said, I just don't know why you find it so funny. Lord Quentin cocks his head to the side while I withhold a chortle. I haven't told him that what he said could be interpreted as someone lewd. Excuse me, let me drink some coffee. I'm having a hard time understanding this dialect, and I heard you are a cunning linguist. I may not be alone in thinking this is funny either. Lord Tormund spat out some of his drink when Lord Quentin repeated himself. The two could only share the same kind of crude humor as I, and they could be offended by it. I won't know what to say unless I speak up. Never mind. Repeat what you said, but slowly. Really think about it. You grew closer to forming a friendship with Lord Quentin of Sandstone and Lord Tremond. Oh, looks like we're gonna be going after the Sands here in a little bit. But hey, maybe we'll become friends. It's like Napoleon and the Russian guy Alexander. They were friends and then they became enemies. You know, it's taken much of the evening to get myself close to Lord Ulrich without making it feel forced. After all, the best friendships are natural, and I want him to think this is spontaneous. The man gently dabs at the corner of his mouth with his corner of soiled tablecloth, brushing away crumbs of flaky pastry. I just hope the next course is a bit lighter, he opines. The whole point of a feast is to provide a rich, varied culinary experience, and so far this has felt more like it's trying to stuff us than excite us. Yes, sadly, it is just a poor choice, I think. This is Lord Ulrich that's saying this to us. We could gain some prestige. You know, I'll say yes, sadly, it was just a poor choice, I think. Yes, we got friends with Lord Ulrich. That's incredible. The feast is... We made a friend. Yay. The feast is dwindling down. I find myself deep in conversation with my frugal fellow vassal, Master Brior. He inquires about my opinion on friendship. I subject he is deeply interested in it himself. Whoa, English. It's a subject that fascinates me as well. We could gain another friend. Who is this guy? He's just a lowborn. He's not that great. I could not care less. Forming a rivalry and gaining a lot of prestige. You know, I kind of want the prestige. I could not care less. Get out of my face, Master Brior. As I stumble outside to relieve myself, I hear shouting around the corner. As I turn to see my acquaintance Lord Quincy sneer as he sinks his blade in the face of the cowering Master Cedric. Whatever sound I made must have been enough, for Quincy turns around, surprise on his face. What have you done? Everyone will know your crime. My silence has a price. 10 gold? You're gonna need to give me like 100. Everyone will know of your crime. This is Lord Quincy of Sun's Edge against Master Cedric. Everyone will know of your crime, you bastard. As the feast winds to an inevitable conclusion, there's one event remaining that everyone is expecting, and that's Lord Ulrich's toast to the guest of honor, Lord Manfrey. Lord Manfrey looks like he's injured. It's a decent speech. It's a bit long-winded, but that's usually how things go. The assembled guests clap and whoop politely when it finishes, seem more enthusiastically than others. Hear, hear. So he gains a lot of prestige. I've never much liked Manfrey, to be honest. You know, I don't really like Manfrey that much. Schemer discovered. Ooh, Alora's pregnant again. Another child. My spymaster is coming with this. It is my wife, Lady Alora, plotting to kill my courtier Nerissa. So it wasn't the other guy? Sorry, I hit the mic. It wasn't the other guy? We're not going to imprison our wife, I'll tell you that much. Yeah, hey, you know, I'm going to talk to her, like, in bed, going to sleep, like, hey, maybe you shouldn't go around killing people. It's not the best play. It puts us in a bad light. Daylight pours through the windows, and in just one moment, the whole hall becomes illuminated. Most of the seats are now empty. Some servants hand me my weapons and take my leave with a cheery bow. What a pleasure it is to have you with us, Lord Ulrich smiles. What a feast before coming. My clothes are slack and ill-fitted. Now I stagger out of Lord Ulrich's halls, twice as full of food and merriment as when I arrived. This was a feast I will struggle to forget, but now I shall depart. So 25 legitimacy we gain from that, which is incredible. We finish the feast. You know, I think because we are a dragon rider, I think that should come up more often in conversation. You know, people wanting to be around us, people fearing us. I feel like that should be a thing. Since leaving home for a few months, I've seen highs and lows. I am truly free, so I gained the trait Traveler. Incredible. We're going to get some dragon lore. I've prowled through documents both ancient and of less certain provenance. I finally have enough material to make the case that you're the rightful lord of the lordship of Sweetwater. See it done. 84 gold for one singular province. And it's not even that great of a province, but it is Sweetwater. We'll take it. Fine. We'll take it. We'll take it. 84 gold is so much. But we're going to get some dragon lore here in a second. The Citadel is the ancient home of the Maesters. According to legend, it dates back from the first days of the rules of the High Towers. Today is one of the most beacons of knowledge and learning in the world. You gain 7 learning leadership. Lifestyle. Our dragon lore increases, so I read this What? Upon arriving at the Citadel, I'm directed by Archmaester to the collection of books. The books, they look ancient, but are clearly looked after. The book goes back to rather intrinsic details of various known hatchings of eggs, starting from the Targaryens' emigration to Dragonstone from Old Valyria all those years ago. I must start studying. Awesome. Let's continue on. There's High Garden. We're gonna fly by Higher Garden. Meow. Well, meow. We gained a bow and apple cidery. Awesome. We're going to stop by another dragon lord. We're going through some burning fields. The stone bridge was long crossing of the Mander, yet it was during the Faith militant uprising that it earned its name Bitter Bridge. You gained 7 marshals. So that Faith uprising was after Aegon's first death and his son took over. Not Magon, but his son. Geez, there's so many names. I can't even keep up with them anymore. But his son was weak. And because he was weak, he wanted to marry his children, Alyssa and Aegon. And then, you know, they were over here in Crakehall when that happened. And then the whole Faith, pretty much the Faith of the Seven, was like, we don't like that. That's sin. So they all like rose up, and Bitterbridge was a battle against both houses. It was like the Faith militant, which is like a leader of like pretty much Knights Templar. Fields of Fire, Gold Dragon Egg. The battle will only time powerful in the 7 kingdoms, if not the world. Imagine having the fraction of the power. I've read that in like every single playthrough I've been a part. We're gonna stop by the huge monument of Harrenhal. Going through all that. It is so big. Harren the Black was a fool. So if you haven't read that before, then you could pause and take a look at all that. But I've read it a few times. Pretty much we find some dragon lore stuff. But one is, and nurture the eggs until they hatch. So yeah, it's just showing us a picture of eggs and nothing major. Pause if you want to read that. Because I've read that a few times. We're stopping by a couple other places, visited Dragonstone, and we gain a martial perk. Hell yeah. So, oh yes, army gold maintenance minus 15 is an absolute necessity. We're gonna have to get that. And it didn't go up at all, because I guess we only spend like a few gold per turn on that. See, if we had a lot of soldiers, it probably would have been worth more. Monthly reinforcement. We visited Euron Wood. Ooh. Unsuccessfully furthers mandate. Why is she doing that? My son Aramoris was faced with a new test of his abilities. 2 quarrelsome servants brought a dispute, each claiming the other spilled a fine arbor red on a set of expensive curtains. They thrashed back and forth with shouts and jabs as the other servants watched intently. Aramoris ordered them both to clean the curtains and commanded they speak no more of this dispute. He was decisive, and his orders were followed quickly. You will make an aspiring leader. He gains authoritative. That is incredible. Authoritative and patient. He's such a great character. I'm so excited to see what he gets. We have arrived back home. Petition the prince. Become an adventurer. No, we're not going to become an adventurer. As much as we could, we can't. I'm so disappointed in this. I'll look into that. Maybe it's like some sort of some issue with the mod. We need to get Alisane. She's going to be a steward. So we'll get Amelia to train her in stewardship. Ooh, one of the things I need to do is actually make him a knight. Offer squire. No possible knights exist in your court. No, it doesn't look like we can. Adopt a Valyrian house. Give dragon egg. Suggest dragon bonding. Ooh. No. No. 114 and 182. Yeah, you're not going to get the cannibal. You're just going to die if you go near him. So don't do that. Do not. So we're continuing on here. Rocking it out. The queen and her 10,000 ships. While everyone in Westeros knows of Queen Nymeria, I find myself enthralled while reading a passage on her journey. After the fall of Prince Garen to Valyria, Nymeria gathered her people and sailed to find a new home. Though the journey was long and several failed attempts at the new home, they eventually arrived at Dorne. Queen Nymeria joined with House Martell, and together they were able to unite Dorne. Some of the green blood will still worship the Rhoynar faith. So we could gain the Holy Warrior, faith hostility advantage. Ooh. Unyielding Defender, negative 25. See, everyone is faith hostile to us. Logician. I'm going to go with Holy Warrior. We are a Holy Warrior of the gods of Valyria. Absolutely. Absolutely. That will be huge for us. So, she is not pregnant. But Elora is? No, she's not either. Okay, maybe something happened. Or maybe she was never pregnant to begin with. Maybe she wasn't. Maybe now that we're home, you know? So now, I think we can probably declare war on our liege. Due to the realm's laws? You better change those laws, brother. So I cannot declare this war without using a hook on my liege due to the realm's laws. Loses 25 opinion review for 12 years. I'm guessing they probably upped their legitimacy. We should probably up our legitimacy. Yeah, I think we would. We will. Domain secession. Primogeniture. Male preference. So we're going to keep that. Aramoris. Then Victoris is the second in command. Slavery forbidden. We're going to keep that. Liege's laws. Slavery forbidden. Okay. So maybe it's the Dornish. Dornish laws. Ooh, this is it. War declaration sanctioned. If we give him some extra taxes. I don't want to give him taxes. I'll give him some feudal levies. Because we don't need it as much. So let's modify vassal contracts. So now that we're sanctioned, we can declare war. There we go. Just like that. Ladies and gentlemen, we are going to war for Sweetwater. 1,600 troops versus 1,900 troops. But we have a dragon. We're going to go ahead and raise all armies down over here. We are going to be in command of the Legion. And we are going to march on the province of Sweetwater and take this for our own good. We should use a dragon. I stand before the... Not shall be left but ash and ruin. No, we're going to keep this land. I stand before the walls of Sweetwater, my dragon and Calagon at my side. Our men surround the holding, the defenders trapped within, cowering behind their walls. Though we would doubtlessly force them to surrender with time, no walls can protect them from dragonfire. It is not without risk, but I could ride in Calagon to unleash his flames upon the castle and bring this sweet siege to a much quicker end. No mercy. The keep will burn. The walls will not protect them from dragonfire. So minor dragon siege, which will give them -3 fort, which currently it's at 4. So I think that should be fine. So now it's all the way down to 1, and we're going to end this in 3 months. They're not even going to attack us, because if they do, they're a bunch of idiots. Oh, it looks like they're sieging this small province of the province of Old Sour Keep. How long is it going to take them? 59 days. Yeah, we'll look at that in 1 second. And we got 26 days. Plenty of time. I am sitting around the map table with Daemon and Lord Magon. Daemon, you should take your helmet off, sir. I like to see their faces. Headwear? No headwear. And then you, sir, are Lord Magon of Sourkeep. Oh, a high Valyrian. Magon, let's take your helmet off as well. I don't think any commanders should have their helmets on. Daemon brings his fist to the table and loudly proclaims he should charge the enemy directly and crush them from the sheer might of our armies, while Magon sits back and patiently advocates for us to secure critical locations and wait for the enemy to come to us instead. It is my right to decide our ultimate course of action. I know how we can employ both strategies, so let's do that. That's because of our great martial ability. 15 days, 14 days, we're going to be taking this castle. 9 days, 6 days, 5 days, 2 days, 1 day, and we got it. Let's go march on the armies of the Dalts. Who's in charge of them? Commander Purwin, 27 Marshal. Whoops. Let's go look at Purwin real quick. You, sir, are a brilliant strategist, and he's intelligent. I would love to have you in my court, sir. He will not accept. Maybe after this battle, he will. Well, let's take a look. 23. And then, boom. The dragon. We just wiped them all out. 123 losses, no big deal. Dragon Scouts did really well, 230. Levies did 221. Bowmen, 73. Captains, 58. Their captains killed 44, 58, and 48. So let's take a look at the captains. Daemon with 29 kills. Is he going to be the new, is he going to be the new main guy of this campaign? Daemon Viperion. The Viperion house. That would be awesome. Events, there was no events, so we didn't get any dragon kills, unfortunately. Let's go march on Lemonwood. And let's wipe them out. 7 months? I think we're going to burn this keep. For 1 year, many inside Lemonwood will be burned or perish. No mercy, the keep will burn. 2 months. Sunspear, we're getting closer. I wonder if they ever worry, like, hey, Drylands fever. Yikes. I wonder if they ever worry, like, hey, there's a dragon right off the coast of us, and it's wreaking havoc, wiping out his own liege. Oh, and they lost the final battle. 0 losses, 10 losses. Did we kill anybody? No, we did not. Lord Rufus, Father Gerald, prisoner during the siege of Lemonwood. And we have succeeded. Can we take... I wish we could take more land. But unfortunately, we'll have to take what we can get. Valuable prisoners taken by all war participants will be released. You gain 125 legitimacy. Lordship of Sweetwater, City of Zestrand, and City of Citron. And we're going to enforce those demands. To the Blathering Belaevion, may your years be short and miserable. You are a much greater foe than I imagined. Thank you to the dragon in Calagon. In order to put an end to the bloodshed, I will comply with your demands. Thank you, so be it. Let's disband our armies. Are we gaining gold yet? Actually, one of the things I kind of want to do... See, this is, they're High Valyrian and they're Faith of the Seven. Are we still working on that? Oh, I think I did that to do a claim, which was kind of dumb on my part. Shit. Oh, well. Promote culture. I think we'll make a Sour Market and Sweetwater Valyrian as well. Salt Dornish. You know what? I think I will. I'll make all of our lands Valyrian. So this, we're at the maximum level of city holdings, so that means any more and we'll probably give out Sour Market or Sweetwater, whichever has the most development, Sour Market, to maybe Daemon Viperion. So we'll take a look at that in the future. But I believe that will end the episode today. We have grown just one province bigger. We're down over here. If anyone knows what's going on with this, I'll probably look this up as well on why we can't colonize Valyria. Because that is so weird that we can't do that. I'm pretty sure that's not how the mod works. So it's saying can only be used in provinces in the region of Valyria. And this is the region of Valyria. And I cannot click. So maybe there's something off with that. Maybe we'll just look at that in the next episode. I don't know. We'll look into it. We'll look into it. But that will end the episode for today. If you like the video, then obviously drop a like, subscribe to the channel, and comment down below any name suggestions, Dornish name suggestions, Valyrian Steel Sword name suggestions. All of those will be valuable. I'll put them on that wheel. We'll spin that wheel, and we'll see what it comes out to be. But until next time, I will see you all in the next one. Bye for now.